Well, good morning. Today we're going to be going to Birkhamsted Castle, having a bit of a break from the churches, and look at this. It's absolutely cracking. There's an actual view of how it looks today, and that's how it used to look. Ah, look, the Time Team reconstruction. Don't you just miss them so much? Anyway, so. And I'll also be taking along with me this map here, so I can explain whereabouts we are and certain parts of the castle and what actually survived. And there's quite a bit actually. What is history? It was first, well, there must have been a Saxon fortress here because not Doomsday Book, but actually William the Conqueror gave this to his half-brother, Robert of Mortain, and he put up this timber, Motte and Bailey, with mostly a timber curtain wall back in 1070, which is really interesting. What we actually have here, though, I think, is the first sort of fortification, what you can see here in stone, that was given to Thomas Becket by Henry II. You know, he was real best mates with old Thomas until he found that he made him Archbishop of Canterbury at the end, and that just went to his head, and he fell out, and Henry accused him of embezzlement, and took it all away from him. And there they are. There's Henry, and there's Thomas, and Henry's giving him the finger and saying, "Wah," and he's going, "I'll give you all my fingers," and he's going, "Yeah, I'll give you all my fingers behind my first finger," and they go on anyway. Oh dear. At the end, you hear he utters those famous words, "Who will rid me of this turbulent priest?" In earshot of four of his famous knights who went, "Ooh, ooh, 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 we will," and they went and cut top of his head off at Canterbury Cathedral, which, oh dear, didn't go down very well. Henry realised he made a mistake, and prostrated himself at the altar at Canterbury and he was flogged, and publicly, and that seemed to do the trick. So good-o. Then what do? We go to King John. Yes, King John fortified this even more in about 1200, but it was besieged in 1216 by, yes, King Louis. And apparently there are sort of ramparts there that we'll be able to see today where war machines were put into position, those lovely big trebuchets, and they smashed the walls down, and John, he conceded, and Louis took over. Then it went to, there were Edward Black Prince. There was someone else in between, but I can't remember who that is at the moment. It will come back to me when we're there, most probably. Edward III, he gave this to his son, Black Prince, who sadly died a year before Edward did. So he never was. But he made even more defences. So before the Black Prince had it, you can just see it's a little palatial palace here, and that came about apparently by Richard Earl of Cornwall. That's it, about 1220. He was the brother of Henry III. He retained that for a few years, and you can see, it's actually incredible. We have the Motte and Bailey. We've got three actual earthworks, and the curtain walls, so the inner curtain wall and the outer one, and then another defensive ditch here, filled with water, the moat, so that would stop anybody from tunnelling underneath. We're only actually going to access it from here, from this west gate, but the original main gate was here in the south, and there's a bridge going across there. Hopefully we'll go and see some remains here and be able to tell a bit of a story, because it's just about right. Any more and you wouldn't be able to use your imagination. This is absolutely lovely. There's plenty there, and just can't wait. And it's gonna be a hot day. Look at it out there. Absolutely, it's gonna be. There's a little bit of cloud now, but apparently it's gonna be about 30 degrees. So the old garden's been well tended and watered last night. So I'm looking forward to having some fun. Well, here we are, Birkhamsted Castle. I just parked down there, and this is on the sort of outer curtain wall. I can just show you on the map where we're actually standing, and it's around. We're standing. This is the old pen. There's the old trains going through. We're sort of about here, and there's the gatehouse over there, and that's the outer curtain. About there, and we're going to have a little look round, but I thought we'd start from this point, and then look, it's absolutely gorgeous. There's plenty to be getting historically hysterical about here today. It's going to be a cracker. So we are just here, at this point here. And it's funny enough, they've actually got a sort of a watering thing here, so I think this this ditch here may even fill up in the winter, so there could be lots of water in there, and hence why, just to save you drowning if you did fall in. It's a fine buttress there, look at that, it's actually beautiful. So it's like a towered buttress. We're working our way round to obviously the big 70-foot high Motte, which we shall get to in a minute. Look at this, this is absolutely beautiful, and it's a scorching hot day. Just look how much is left. It's absolutely wonderful. I'll make sure my footing, I nearly don't want to lose it there. Absolutely amazing. Well, we're just halfway up the tower here, and we can see that this mound would have been created from all the earth that would have been dug out of the ditch, and it's a stunning view. Well, my favourite thing. Look, yes, it's a well, and apparently there's another one, yep, just over there, down there in the Bailey. This is fantastic. It's surprisingly small up here, it's just about 18 metres in diameter. The actual keep itself, it was circular. You can see that there's a little bit left, but not very big at all. How many stories it would have been, I'm not sure, but absolutely wonderful. And I'm just going to come over to here, because although I did lots of printing last night, really didn't need to, do I? Because here we go, here's the board, and this shows the castle from where I'm standing. I'm looking over the actual Bailey itself. Wonderful. And there's the train, it's cutting through one of the outer walls that we certainly can't see anymore. And look, they found this crossbow in 1931, and possibly goes back to the siege here in 1216 with Louis and John. It's fantastic. Well, I have a bit of a theory here, because I think when this was besieged, over there is the main gateway. Would they have attacked from there? Apparently the platforms are still, you can still see them, but they would be the other side of the railway there, so they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't attack from the back here, I don't think, because you wouldn't break into the wall and then try and climb up this huge mound to get to the keep. You'd want to besiege the actual Bailey itself. So thinking that there's a load of wall missing after the chapel complex between there and you see where the visitor centre is, I think there's a good probability, and that there's room over the back there, and we're going to have a look over there to see if the platforms do exist. Now here's a probable place where the castle could have taken the main assault, because we have one ditch, rampart, and over there you see where that house is. There's a sort of it's levelled off. Now they would have built ramp up and then brought the siege machines up square. And then if we look at this wall here, we've got clear evidence, we've got holes, we've got nice big holes that could have been made by stones. There's another one there. They just look as if they could have, yeah. And if you look at either side of this wall disappears to my left, that's gone, and then this all breaks away here. And then we're looking there across to the chapel. There's still a bit of that left, but it's definitely taken. Now, of course, yes, it was plundered in the 16th century, but this has taken sort of a main damage and assault there. And as I say, we still, must be in somebody's back garden over there. That's where the trebuchets could have been. So use your imagination. Yeah, there's the old Motte and Bailey. This is stunning. It really is. There's a huge area. Can you just imagine? Imagine when it looked like that. I mean, it's just a really posh little town, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I mean, flint and mortar heaven. So this is inside what possibly was the chapel. There's a few bits of rubbish here. There's a few people have been having a break and not clearing up after them, which is really annoying. But I think we can look at level here and see that could well have been a window there, and another one there, and possibly another one there. And it's amazing how much is still actually left of this place, really. And we just come down here, which is where I got in, which must have been the floor level. You can actually see two wooden posts. There's one there and another one there. And they look as if they've been in there for a long time. So I think maybe this was the floor level that we actually came into this, but then it drops down. But oh, who knows what's happened here. But again, it affords more lovely views. And look at that wall over there. Now, okay, I think actually I could have been wrong there with the, I'm thinking that where we are is the West Gate, and this huge building there is this here, and this is palace. And this is the Richard Earl of Cornwall's palace, and there he is having a cracking feast. I should have come and had a look at this first before I go charging around. The actual chapel would have come off of here, mostly ran across here. There's absolutely no evidence of that at all. There's also a possibility that a room, certainly a building, came off of here, but again I can't see. No, there's nothing left there. But you know, let's not grumble. There's so much left. It's just amazing. What a beautiful place. Now I've come out the back. Actually, I'm standing, well, you know, in the moat itself, which is just, it's on this west side here, just there. You can see it just there, my thumb. That is jutting out here, and that's what we've got here. We've got this wall here, and we've got this sort of, it looks like some old Roman tiles set in here as a bit of a decorative feature. Look at that, that's lovely. It's creating a sort of chevron pattern there. And look, we've got a bit of long and short there. Well, maybe not so. Yeah, they may have been put in at a later time to shore it up. But as I say, this building was going to the late 1400s. Look at that. There seems to be some sort of cutout up there as well. Doesn't look that old, but oh, who knows? But it's lovely. So I'm actually standing on the outer curtain wall here, and this would have gone down, and then there would have been another wall going up. Well, not, there wouldn't be another curtain wall, but there'd certainly be another outer defensive ditch. So this all been obviously the railway in the 1840s, really mucked all that up, but I've said that before, haven't I? You imagine you've got a, well, if you're being fired up from this wall, which is going to be quite high. If you've got over it, you've got the moat here, and then you've got the inner Bailey wall there, and you know, you're just going to be a sitting duck there. Incredible. And there's the Motte, and so I'm just walking. This is this lovely walk all the way along. You know, I'm sure just underneath the ground here, there's all the rubble that would have been the foundations for this incredible fortress, and it really is.